Hello. Lusitania. It's about drive, not thrive. What's wrong with you? I'm 10 seconds late. I actually expected it to go live. I usually go live early, but I expected it to go live on time whenever I just let the time run out. So this is the first question. Is it because you aren't gay or a furry, meaning you can't maintain omnilucidity? My gosh. No. So I'm going to put this right at the beginning, just so people can, realize I'm not one for clickbait. I never have been. I don't really didn't bring people here to deceive you. The title is that I'm quitting lucid dreaming after 10 years. This is actually true. I am going to be quitting lucid dreaming. 10 years from now, no, I'm just kidding. I'm actually quitting lucid dreaming. Who gives says, don't you dare quit. Yeah. So I'm guessing a lot of people want to know why. Exactly, like why would somebody that's gotten thousands of lucid dreams, why would they quit? There's a few different reasons. One is I honestly just don't feel like it anymore. I don't feel like putting in any work for it anymore, which sounds really weird, but I had a recent I'm sorry, you guys. I have basically a recent mental idea that I can't shake out of my mind, and that'll be like the last reason why I explain. And I will let you guys know exactly what this is going to look like in the future, especially since a lot of you guys I know pretty well, like what the relationship is, what the future of this channel is. So I am going to be quitting lucid dreaming. I have a rule that every single year I basically re-up for another year. And so this year I'm not re-upping. This is not a dream. I'm sorry, you guys. So why am I quitting? I don't feel like lucid dreaming anymore. I don't feel like trying to put in the effort to lucid dream. That's my number one reason. And there's been a lot of times that I felt like this in the past, and I powered through it, and the drive came back eventually. But this time, I'm going to quit at least for, like I said, I schedule things for about a year. So I'm going to quit for at least a year. We'll see how that goes. And I will force myself to not actively try. Now, I'm probably still going to get lucid dreams. I am omnilucid. Rip everyone in Soja. Well, and I will still, so I do have some other things that I'm going to be doing that involve nighttime, but they're not lucid dreams. They're not even dream related, but they are related to nighttime techniques and things like that. So yeah, so I'm not going to be actively trying. And I know a lot of YouTubers, especially I've seen a lot of them that they stop trying, but they keep pretending like they're trying. I think it was Giz Edwards. I remember he'd stopped trying for a few years. Don't say shift. No, I'm not going to shifting. I'm not going to anything spiritual. But a few people that they'll stop trying, but they won't tell anybody in their community because they don't want everyone to be like, oh, if this guy doesn't lucid dream, why would he do this? So I've been lucid dreaming for 10 years, so I really I feel like I care actually a lot about the information that I've gathered, the experiences and the skills and stuff that I gathered. One thing is I've mentioned before, I do think lucid dreaming is a skill. It's a game like many other games. I don't think it's the most important game a human's ever going to accomplish or do. So where'd my drink go? There it is. So I am actually wanting to switch over to some different things, which I know you guys are like, well, what can you do at nighttime if not lucid dreaming? And I actually do have a plan throughout my nights using techniques that I learned. Do I not have sound? I have sound, right? You do? Okay, good. I was a little worried. So yeah, I do have plans for what I want to do with my nights. I'm not going to explain those because I kind of want to keep those a little bit close to the chest until some payout happens, because I think that I can use techniques that I've learned with lucid dreaming to learn other things throughout the night, specifically with studying and stuff like that, using microwave back to beds. I'll be able to put in information there, and like I think that there's certain techniques I can use. I want to see if they work, see if they help. But another reason I'm quitting lucid dreaming is just I kind of want to see what life is like without it, because for the entire time that I've been an adult, I've been lucid dreaming, and I kind of want to see what my mind reverts to. And that sounds weird, but it's a whole in that all in the vein of exploring, like I'm still me. I'm still, in charge of Zodra. I still have all that, and I can daydream Zodra if I want to. Like I know a lot of you guys, like think persistent realm. If you leave them, you leave them forever. I'm going to get into more writing. Hopefully, I'm hoping that the extra time can get me into writing. And I've always felt like writing is like lucid dreaming while you're awake. So I think that'll be fun. Quick is not in my house. If Quick was here, he'd be dead. You know that. Come on, you guys. Congrats, Asher, on your first lucid dream. That's awesome. So who's Quick? It doesn't matter because he's going to die. We're going to kill him. What is in the future for me now? Oh, wait, no, my last reason. I forgot to say. My last reason for this, and this is one of the things that I want to... Sorry, I was reading Lusitania's thing. Seemed pretty sus since Jamal became the Chancellor of Germany. So the last reason is I actually think that my decision-making has been tainted because of lucid dreaming. Now that sounds super weird, and this might just be my weird like brain, but whenever I have a dream, everything in the dream seems very meaningful, right? And when you wake up, all of that meaning fades because it was all just a dream. It was a deception to seem meaningful and important. So what if the reason that I stuck with lucid dreaming this long is not because I made any conscious decisions about it, but it's just because that feeling of meaning, because of my recall getting so good so fast, because I worked so hard on it. What if that meaning is what kept me going? I think it's meaningful, but it's not actually. And I don't want to say that I've wasted my time lucid dreaming. I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot about myself. I've met interesting people. I don't think it's a waste of time. I just think it's a skill like other skills, right? If I put all this time towards drawing, I might get more or I might get less out of it. I don't know. I also think that there's a chance that I delve into other hobbies. And while I'm doing that, my dreams start, conforming to those. I'm still like an avid dreamer. Like I have great recall, and I don't know how I would lose it. I haven't been putting much effort into it in a long time. So I don't think much of it's going to disappear. I am not selling my lucid dream powers at this moment. Sorry. So in a year, I'll reevaluate and see if I want to start up again. I'm going to at least be off for a year. So let's see. The next thing on this is, what will this look like for the future? Now, I actually have two things that I really want to do. Two things that I really, really want to do. One is I want to get better at video making. I enjoy doing this, and I have very bad setup for the most part. I have a very bad setup for the most part, and I'm not great at video editing. I actually want to get better at video making, video editing, and I might not, be, the next big thing in the future. But I think it's fun, and I'd like to be able to create more and more things like that. So that's one thing that's going to actually keep me on Sensei Secrets making videos, because I want to edit and create videos. The second thing I actually really want to do is I spent 10 years learning lucid dreaming. Now, when I started Sensei Secrets, I was kind of trying to do more things, trying to get subscribers, trying to get more things. Now what I'm looking for is I actually just want to make it just a base for all of my knowledge. Like all of the things that I've learned. And so I'm looking at putting down all of my ideas and thoughts into videos. But that being said, since I'm equally as much I want to get better at making and editing videos, that means my videos might not come out as often. They'll come out basically whenever they come out. I'll think of a video that I want to create for recall, I'll make sure everything in it's exactly what I want to say about recall, and I'll put it all out. So that is going to be one big change, is that I think my videos are probably going to be a lot longer. They're going to be more edited, and hopefully they look a lot better, but it could take some time for them to get out. Summer is coming, and that means I always have extra time. So I might be pumping them out like crazy at first, but I just realized it's not a priority like it is. Like a few weeks ago, I was trying to make sure I streamed every single week. I was trying to make sure I came up with shorts every week. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. So my goals align. I started Sensei Secrets, and I said I was going to do it for at least a year. It's only been 5 months. So I'm at least doing it for another 7 months. I'd imagine more if it does well, and if I have more things to say. So that's how that's going to work. Yeah. And oh yeah, so I will still be involved in the Lucid Discord. Probably not Dream Cafe as much, just because I don't enjoy the conversations there as often. Some of the people are fun and interesting, but it gets bogged down with a billion 12-year-olds that keep asking me inappropriate questions. So don't really want to be that. Oh yeah, that's this right here. Oops, what about Sensei Secrets? Not Lucid. So if you want to like talk to me, if you want to contact me, I'm probably just going to be in the Lucid. I'll probably still be in the other ones, the other Discords. I'm probably just not going to talk in them very often. I'm only going to have a certain amount of time per week that I'm in Discord. So if you want to talk to me, you'll either like DM me or something like that. I'll try to get to messages. Yeah. And even with all of this, like, it sounds super weird, but I'm still thinking about making something like a Patreon or something like that for helping people one-on-one. And if people are interested in that, just go ahead and DM. I might do some sort of an unofficial Patreon thing. But other than that, I don't really have the time. Like I used to, message people every morning and every night and just checking on them, see how they're doing with lucid dreaming. I can't really do that. Yeah, so I can't really do that anymore. I don't have the time. I've got other things I'm working on. I can't. And you guys might be like, "Oh, well, lucid dreaming doesn't take that much time." In my mind, lucid dreaming, if you actually want to actively do it, is about an hour a day. I don't want to do that hour a day, so that's what I'm cutting out. And then, of course, there's that hour a day leads to me wanting to be on Discord more to talk to people about it, and that talking to people about it leads me to thinking about it more. So my mind is kind of has to revolve around lucid dreaming a lot, and I kind of just don't want to. I don't want it to be the center of my attention. I don't want to say it's the center of my attention. Obviously, you guys know I have a family, wife, kids, and I spend a lot of time with them. Oh yeah, you'd have an extra hour a day to other stuff. Good thinking, right? Yeah, it's not like what am I going to do instead? I have a billion things I want to do actually. So I don't know if you guys have ever been bored in your life, but I never have been. Like, my time has I have 7 things. Even when I'm doing this right here, I have 7 or 8 things I just want to go and do right now. As soon as I'm done with this, I'm gonna go do something. I've recently been fixing up my house a lot more because we finally have a bit more money to do towards that. I'm looking at all sorts of just different job opportunities, fun things like that. I don't know, things that I find fun. Obviously, not everyone finds it fun. A couple things I don't want to say because they're in the very, very beginning stages, and they're not involved in lucid dreaming. But just if there's a skill out there that sounds fun to learn, I'm probably trying it. So, and I'll show most of the things I'm also going to be. I'll be making videos about them, but not making videos about them. I don't know how to say this. I'll be recording footage of them, and if I get good at them, I'll be posting the footage of exactly how that works, especially if I use any sort of lucid dreaming technique for it. I think that'd be fun. I like documenting my experiences so I can look back on it, and if ever there's a time to show other people, then that'd be fun too. You guys don't need to bash on Dream Cafe that much. My goodness. There's some good people there. Skyfall's usually there. So, yeah, I don't know. I think it'll be fun for me to have at least a year off, and we'll see if it's longer. I may never come back. I may come back in a year and then be here forever. So, yeah. Also, I'm still going to be teaching lucid dreaming. I'll still be, answering questions about it when I get to them. Like I said, if you're interested in some sort of a a one-on-one thing, I don't really have time to do that unless it was for some monetary reason. But that being said, if you send me a question, I'm probably going to answer it. Bug milk is protecting quick? I don't believe it. How dare you? All right. So if anyone has any questions about me, what I'm doing, lucid dreaming, anything, then go for it. Uh-oh. Turn the comments off. Oopsies. Oh no. Uh, oh yeah, and I'll go ahead and type this in here. I'm gonna go play video games now. Goodbye, Sensei. Best of luck to you in your future videos. Yeah. I don't know what mid is. I'm sorry. I'm very old. And make me lucid. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Naya. You'll open a bakery like Hookif and ultimately destroy my country. I don't think me or Hookif need to help our countries be destroyed. Like they're doing a pretty good job of themselves. The meaning thing a bit more. Like you feel you latched onto it early on for meaning only to now feel it is meaningless. Sort of. Oh, like just like middle. Mid is just like mid. Yeah, I don't know. I would say I'd say it's a lot like a lot of meditations and things like that. It has some benefits and it has some time constraints and stuff like that. So you really just have to like logically look at it and say whether or not you want to do it. Now, if you're doing it for fun, and the other option is spending time on TikTok before you go to bed when you wake up in the morning, then obviously it's going to be better. Like doing things for the most part, unless you have your entire day packed with things. Doing things is generally going to be better than not doing things, right? Sorry, quick. Well, kind of sorry. Yeah, your dream recall is bad because you haven't practiced it, right? I mean, the whole game is dream recall. This question, I can try to explain it a little bit more. Explain the meaning. Latch onto it early. Okay, so when you're in a dream, you have this feeling that the things around you have meaning. Just like in real life, if you're interacting with the things around you, if you're grounded to the world, then the things around you are going to feel like they have meaning, right? Like if I'm in the kitchen and I'm hungry, all of the things around me take up different meanings, right? So whenever I'm in a dream, I have all these things that feel very meaningful, right? Like I don't want to lose them. Because if I'm in the kitchen and I'm hungry, I don't want to lose the bread, right? Because then I'm like, I was making a sandwich. I like sandwiches. These have meaning to me because there's a goal that I have in mind. Now I think what happens is when we wake up, we still have some of that meaning in us. And so whenever that happens, I think it's going to, when you wake up, that meaning's still in you, and usually that fades within like 5 to 10 minutes for most people. We work really hard on recall. We get very good at remembering dreams all the way until we go back to sleep, even all the way until 2 weeks, all the way until 3 months, And so what happens is that meaning stays there. And so we feel like whenever I think about quitting lucid dreaming, my body is like, don't quit it. No, don't quit it. Like it revolts. It's like, and it doesn't give me any logical reasons. It's like, oh, you'll regret it. I'm like, well, why? Why would I regret it? If I'm filling my life with other meaningful things, then why would I regret it? So I don't think lucid dreaming is bad per se, but I do think it might have some inflated meaning based on just the fact that the way that dreams work specifically, which is why people tell you their dreams, even though their dreams kind of suck. I don't like listening to other people's dreams. So yeah, I am going to be taking up a new hobby, Deirdre. I don't know how to say that name. Deirdre. I'll be taking up a lot of new hobbies. The biggest hobby that I'm going to be working on more now that I have this extra time, right? Like an extra 30 minutes or 20 minutes before bed, 20 minutes after bed, all sorts of things, is going to be just video making, right? I have better equipment now, and I'm going to be video editing and stuff like that. I can just say Naya. Okay. I wasn't sure if you didn't want to be known as Naya or didn't want to be known as Deirdre. So I was like, do other people not know who it is? So yeah, so I'm going to be working on video editing a lot more. Hopefully my videos will reflect that. Hopefully they'll look a lot better and they'll be funny and, enjoyable and very, very informative. I'm hoping to get a lot packed in. So if I do like a recall video, the goal will not be to have a fun, enjoying video to share with everyone, but to have a recall video that has all of the information that I would want possibly in a video that can then, obviously it can be shared with you guys, but if I ever want to come back to it, I can just go to it. And I always consider creating guides as like checkpoints. So if I create a checkpoint right here, if I create a checkpoint like right here, then I can always come back to it, right? So that's another reason why I'm doing it that way. It is a natural human experience to find meaning in what we do, dreams, lucid dreaming, and other hobbies. I agree. But I kind of wonder if the whole deception thing of dreams makes the meaning seem more important, even more than other things, like even more than it should. You will not stop the plan of taking. Yeah. Good luck stealing my skills. I've said this before, but like the whole reason why people lucid dream and other people don't lucid dream, it's not because, it's not because I do some technique that you guys don't do. It's because I've created and crafted my mind over time to being very good at very specific things. So like if somebody's really, really good at dunking on basketball, they're not great at dunking at basketball because of some technique they do, right? Now the technique they'll need in order to dunk it, but they've crafted their body to be able to jump higher and to, fly, basically. Yes, Lebach, I'm stopping. What should I do if I have memory loss and can't recall that well? I don't know what that means, Lusitania. A lot of times memory loss, like if you're talking about like normal day-to-day memory loss, I'd say you generally just forget things that you do not, you don't take the time to remember. If you've met people, like old people, and by old, I mean 70, like 80, right? If you meet people that are 80, then you'll see that there's a big difference between some of them and others. Some people, they continue spending time with people, they continue doing hobbies, they continue with things like this, and their memory, even of your normal conversation, is really good, and they just act like, normal people because they are normal people. Other people when they're 80, they're kind of cut off from culture, they're cut off from other humans, they're cut off from hobbies. And when you talk with them, they'll repeat things, they'll forget what they've said already. And I think it's all about like practicing. So if you have amnesia and short-term memory loss, I don't believe that. Lusitania. Zodra, I got this question. What about Zodra? I'll go there in daydreams if I need to. If not, then maybe non-lucid dreams. I'll still like my non-lucid dreams will still be there. If nothing happens of it, then it'll just kind of be stuck. I got the question, what should I do during the day to increase my chances of lucidity? I would say read books about lucid dreaming. Don't just watch, YouTube videos, except for the videos I make because they're good. Also, I would recommend focusing on your actual dreams, not what you want your dreams to be. Now, what you want your dreams to be, that'll give you motivation to continue forward. But if you actually focus on your dreams, you get this idea in your mind. You have, your dream, picture of your dream, the whole dream, and the dreams the day before, the day before, the day before. And even if you can't see a pattern, your mind can. And if you say, oh, this is my dreams, I always whenever I'm thinking about my dreams, I always have my mantra, I'm dreaming, going on. I'm dreaming, I'm dreaming, I'm dreaming, I'm dreaming, I'm dreaming. And it goes through while I'm looking through my dreams. So the idea of dreams is connected to my dreams so that whenever I see my dreams, my mind says, hey, this is exactly like a dream, or this is dream-like. Whenever I'm watching movies and stuff like that, it's always funny to me because like a scene will start and I'll be like, oh, this is a dream. And it's kind of like a game for me is how quickly can I tell it's a dream in the movie. That kind of thing. If you recognize what dreams are like, your dreams are like, then you'll start recognizing your dreams while you're in them, which is another reason why recall is so good. How should you craft your mind? Right. Oh yeah. So I said that I craft my mind over time. Right. So this is where I think a lot of people are misinterpreting what a lot of the techniques do. Right. Some techniques are made to try to get you a lucid dream. Right. Like the filed technique, it's like, hey, here's a trick. And if it works, you get a lucid dream. The Ross's technique, here's a trick. And if it works, you get a lucid dream. The mild technique, here's not a trick. This is a drill. This is it's like push-ups, right? It's like doing some exercise. And when you do it, you will get stronger. You will get better. And you may get a lucid dream right now, but you'll also get better at that. You know what I mean? Like if I go to the gym and I practice shooting, right? And then I play a game that night, like, right? Like I go to the gym for 30 minutes, I practice shooting, I go to the game that night and I don't make any of my shots. Was the shooting beforehand worthless or not? It was not. Now, if I'm in the game and I'm like, oh, somebody's, about to block me and I flip the ball behind my back and try to flip it up into the rim around them, it's like, that's a trick. That's not something I'm trying to get better at. That's just something I tried in the moment to hope that it maybe works. And maybe it does work, but it doesn't make me actually better at the game. So I would say focusing on things that are actually the skills. Now, I've made a list in the past of like I think 14 skills, and some of them are doubles or like the inverse of each other. But I think a lot of those skills increase people's ability to change their mind around. And if you look at any Omni or anybody who has, over 100 lucid dreams, you'll see that a lot of those skills they just have, or they had before they started lucid dreaming, or they crafted before they started lucid dreaming, and it made lucid dreaming that much easier. Or some of them just worked really hard when they got to lucid dreaming. What is a good way? Show. What is a good way to get more confidence in the ability to use dream control? Sometimes I'm very confident, but I second guess it and it messes with my control. Dream control is very, I don't know if it's complicated or if it's just like, it can be complicated. But I don't think confidence is like the number one thing you need in dream control. You can use the opposite of confidence, right? You can say, oh, I suck at this. So because I suck at this, another thing's going to happen, right? Like, oh, I suck at trying to, what is it? What can I say? I suck at waking myself up. So I'm trying to wake myself up, but I can't wake up, right? So ta-da, dream control right there. That's the lack of confidence creates a dream control that you want to happen. There's all sorts of stuff like that. So it's not about confidence. You don't have dementia. That's good, Lusitania. Why do I quit? Supernova, you can go to the beginning of the video. I explain a few different reasons. The main reason is probably just going to be that I don't feel like doing it anymore. But other reason is that I want to explore what my mind is like without doing lucid dreaming as well as an adult. It's been a long time, and I think it'll be interesting. You said the smile technique etched those dream signs into your memory, and they make you lucid every time you see them. So how are you going to stop that from making you lucid? I'm not going to, how do I say this? I'm not going to try to stop lucid dreaming. I'm going to just stop doing things in order to lucid dream. So that's another good reason, honestly, for me to stop. Is it is good to see, like, did things like smile carry over to where they don't ever stop now? I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. I think that'll be fun. So like, I'm not going to put intention towards dreaming. How does that sound? Like, I think that's probably a better way to say it. I'm not going to be trying to remember dreams in the morning. I'm not going to be trying to do new techniques or any techniques before I go to bed or throughout the night. If I get lucid in a dream, I'm not going to be like, nah, no. I'm just going to have a lucid dream and have fun. Can you find a list of your 14 skills? I can look for them. They're hard to find. I'm just really bad at organizing where I put all my things. I can tell you that a lot of them are just about controlling your mind. Smile technique is, it's basically a mnemonic way of connecting two ideas. So if, for instance, I see, we'll just use this. If I see this in my dreams all the time, bubbly, still not sponsored by bubbly. If I see this in my dreams all the time, then what I could do is I could spend 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, an hour a day, however long I want. And I can look at this and I can say, I'm dreaming. And I can think that this sign means dream. Whenever I see this, it means it's a dream. So instead of like mild, which of course it's mnemonic, just like mild is, instead of trying to do it right beforehand, like cramming for a test that I'm about to go into, I'm actually studying. I'm actually studying for it. I'm trying to connect those two ideas so that one always triggers the other and vice versa. Is it related to my LD existential crisis you mentioned before? Yes, it is. It is definitely related to that. I'm not sure how much you picked up Panzer. I know you tend to come in late if you do make it. So I'm just chilling. I got my little mini charcuterie board here. So yeah, for the most part, I'm actually pretty excited to see what the world's going to be like. It was demotivating. I'm sorry. Like, I do want to say, like, I don't think that lucid dreaming is useless. I don't think that it's stupid. I don't think it's worthless. That um, I don't think that I was stupid for doing it for 10 years either. I don't think I wasted my time. I learned a lot, and you guys can still learn a lot. It's just that I think that chapter of my life is over for now, and I might go back to it later. I'm still going to be using the skills that I learned from it all day, every day, all the time. And that'll be fun. I do have to leave for like 1 second. The screen will go back. I will be right back. I don't know what that was. I can still talk. I just need to check my text messages. My wife messaged me 3 times, so I need to make sure. Oh, okay. Woo! Good times. All right. I'm back. Maybe. Whenever the screen's no longer black. So yeah, I'm sorry that it's demotivating. I wasn't trying to make it demotivating. I knew it was kind of gonna have that feel a little bit. I think that a lot of people in my situation would just continue on and not tell people. And I'd rather be more open and honest about it, especially since I'm still doing the videos. I think that being the screen is still black. I don't know what's up with that. There we go. I think that it's better to be open and honest with people why I'm quitting. And if I come back, then that would be, in my mind, more motivating because you guys could see, like, the reasons why I quit, why I came back, like what. But if I don't come back, then, I want to see also what different lucid dreaming things have affected my mind that I'll be able to use in the future. I think it'll be fun. The screen got demotivated too. It's like, yeah, if you're not going to lucid dream, I'm not going to record you anymore. Yeah, Naya's never gonna quit. Right. Well, and there's and there's something to be said about um different personalities, different people going through things. Like, I didn't start as a kid. I started as an adult. Um so I think that that's one of the reasons why I kind of want to try quitting, kind of see what um I kind of want to see like what the world's like, see exactly what my brain is like if I'm not thinking about dreams all the time. Like, it rotates through my mind all the time, and I wonder if oh, that's another thing. Um, there is also intention, which I've brought up a lot with a lot of people. I've explained to people that they burn out on their intention. They have all of this energy and they run out, and then during their wake back to bed, or by the time they get to bed, they have no intention left. Or they'll do things like stay on TikTok for 24 hours a day. And so because they do this, by the time they get to bed, like, they just have zero willpower and they have zero intention. They can't build it up. And I wonder if lucid dreaming has been taking away some of my intention to do other things, like to be able to, like, I still have a terrible sleep schedule. Like, I always try to get 8 hours of sleep a night. Lucid dreaming makes me want to get 8 hours of sleep a night, but I haven't been getting 8 hours of sleep a night. Now I have a child stopping me, but I kind of wonder, like, what this will be like if, to me, like, because it's insomnia. I can't get to sleep at the beginning of the night, and it doesn't seem to correlate with lucid dreaming. But I kind of wonder if that if that's one of the other reasons. I also have tried for a long time to stay on the wrong sleep schedule. As far as, like, Matthew Walker says, there's 2 sleep schedules. I think a lot of people think they're on the later one, but in all truth, they just spend 24 hours a day on the internet, and so their mind doesn't want to go to sleep at a normal time. But he said there's one that's I think it's like 10 to 6, and the other one is 1 to 9, and I don't feel tired until 1 ever. So I've actually just been going to bed whenever I feel like going to bed lately, and getting up at 9 every day and seeing how it works. And it's actually been working a lot better. Let's see. I wasn't here when but there's a multitude of reasons, Krish. You can either watch it back, or even right now you can go back and watch it on double speed. Let's see. So when I use smile technique, what object did I use to tell yourself you were dreaming? Actually, for the most part, I didn't use objects. Objects are really simple if you have recurring objects in your dream. I don't have recurring objects in my dream very often. I usually have recurring people. as well as thought processes. Now, I keep I keep an idea of what my mind is doing a lot, right? Like I spend a lot of time thinking like, okay, like whenever I was like playing basketball the other day, like I wasn't in the zone, so I kept like thinking too much while playing basketball. So I'm like, okay, well, what can I do to be in the zone? So I'd say that critical awareness where I'm thinking, or the meta awareness when I'm thinking back on what I was thinking about. And I often whenever you spend time um, thinking about what you were thinking about, right? Like, oh, I was in the zone then, or I wasn't in the zone then. And the next time that comes up, you'll realize it as it happens, right? So what happened to me, the first thing I think I did smile for was nightmares. I think this happens with a lot of people. They have this mental idea of what nightmares feel like. It's like this, like anxiety. Nothing I do matters. I can't get away from this thing. And so then, they have that feeling, and and then they wake up, and then they're like, oh, the next time I'm in that situation, it's just a dream. I can wake myself up. And so that thought means, okay, this equals nightmare. This is a dream, which is one of the reasons why I came up with the smile technique. This is a dream. So whenever I feel that feeling, it must be a dream. So when you feel that pressure pushing down on you, which is how I'd feel like in nightmares, then you're like, oh, this is obviously a dream. Now, the other thing I used it for was like something stupid would happen. Like I'd be like I'd said, making a sandwich in the kitchen. All of a sudden, the bread's missing. I'm like, where's the bread? No, it makes sense. It was just right here. And then my mind will start coming up with answers like, oh, someone must have come in and taken it. And whenever I feel my mind coming up with answers like that, my mind says, like now it does, it says this is a dream, because your mind is trying to rationalize things that are happening. And so whenever my mind starts rationalizing the world around me, I realize it's a dream. So I use that a lot for a smile. Someone who's been learning about lucids, but not about practicing lucid for the entire time of knowing about lucid dreaming, I can say that I feel I still reap all the same benefits of lucid dreaming, just without the dreaming part, just lucid. Well, that's interesting. Like that would be an interesting thing to do, just like to look at all of the techniques and do them without actually wanting, like without even trying to get a lucid dream. That's my sleep schedule since I've been WFH. It's glory. I don't know what WFH is. Got to bed at like midnight and get up at 9 and log into work. Nice. Oh, work from home. Sorry, I'm dumb. Yeah, that's another problem. Hopefully I can stop being so dumb. It's Corin asks how old I am. Yeah, I have an 8-year-old daughter. She's about to be 9. So I started lucid dreaming at 21. So I'm about to turn 31. So that is my age. Thank you for saying I look 25, even though I'm trying to look older. But it's okay. If I shave all this off, then I start looking like not like a teenager, because that sounds like somebody like young and energetic. I look like an old young person that just like a non-manly man is what it looks like. Not that I look manly with this, but it looks not like I just look without like I don't have a chin at all. It's not great looking. Like I always say, I grow this not because it looks good, but because I look terrible without it. Not that I think I look terrible. I'm not gonna lie. I think I look way too good with how little effort I put into myself, and I have extreme pride issues, but that's how it goes. Yeah. So if there's any more questions, we can answer those. Otherwise, I'm gonna eat some more. I'm hungry as heck. I didn't eat lunch. I ate like an early breakfast lunch sandwich, which was basically meat and cheese on bread. And now I'm eating this. So basically the same thing. Oh, yeah, most likely. I think I'll probably still have lucid dreams. Probably consistently. I don't see that as like going away. I'm just not going to be trying. I could try not to, but that's effort, and that's my whole point of stopping, is to not put effort in. Like I still enjoy lucid dreams, but I just think I can enjoy some other things more for a little bit. And maybe I'll just miss them so much. I'll come back next year and it'll be this wonderful reunion. Me and Lucid Dreams will make out. Not like in the lucid dream, but like the concept of lucid dreams in my head. Oh, man. Yeah. I feel slightly tired, but I feel less tired than I've been for so long. Just because I've been sleeping a lot lately. Well, a lot. I've been sleeping more than I should. Lunch is here. Oh, yeah. Are you able to have control over your first lucid dream? Yeah, why not? I mean, I had dream control before I had lucid dreams. Like I did dream incubation where I'd control my dreams, depending on your definition of dream control. I would choose some form of control and I would try to emulate it throughout the day so that it would pop up in my dreams at night. So you can have dream control. Dream control is not the same as lucidity, but you shouldn't be surprised if you don't have a lucid, or if you don't have control, and you shouldn't be surprised if you have a bunch of control. I feel like there's certain types of dreams at different stages. I don't know what stage of sleep is what, but some control seems to be easier and sometimes than others for different people. So for me, flying in a very vivid dream was really hard for a long time, till like 70 lucid dreams. I would try to fly, and then like the ground would come up to meet me, or I'd try to fly, but then it would take like 10 minutes to get all the preparation done for it, and then the next dream I wouldn't be able to. How did I choose? Why did I choose what I did for breakfast? Oh, I have a sandwich most days. I just kind of depend. Yeah, it depends on when I feel hungry. I'll generally have a sandwich and then I'll eat dinner, and then I might have like a snack, which is basically another sandwich. But yeah, I don't. I'm not extremely big into eating like a million different types of things. Like I don't have breakfast most mornings. If I ever have cereal, it's like at night if I'm hungry, like a snack. Breakfast food is my favorite type of food, but again, I'll have it for dinner or something. Wait, why am I quitting lucid dreaming? It's in the beginning of the video. Um, yeah. Corin says, "Great, you already look 12 as a 15-year-old. A good way to look 16 when I'm going to be 25." Yeah, no, if it helps, I look basically like this whenever I was 14, 15. Obviously, like the lines around my eyes are a little bit deeper, but for the most part, yeah, Skyfall does know. I messaged him, but he said he was like, I gave him just like a little cursory idea about it. I did not say like the whole thing that I explained at the beginning of the video. Maybe I should have like it on the screen. Actually, I might type that up. I'll type that up while we're chilling here. But yeah, other than the beard, like I could only grow like a half mustache whenever I was 15. Even now, I can't grow like extremely well, but I can grow better than I used to. All right. So, reason one, I don't feel like it. Reason two, I want to explore life without it for a while. Reason three, my decision making may be tainted by dreams. Reason four, intention may be lost. Reason five, there we go. Oh, that doesn't look great at all. Let me edit this. So, any more question? No. Everyone knows we all panicked. Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you guys panic. All right. So, let's go to this. Yeah, I know. I'm one of the few that hasn't even taken like much of a break from like being online ever. So it is kind of crazy that I'm quitting because for the most part, I've been online with lucid dreaming for the longest time. There we go. These are the reasons they're on there. So can I get you? No, I'm not. I'm not selling my lucid dreaming powers. When you first started lucid dreaming, what technique did you use and what did you have the most success with? The answer for that would definitely be mild. I started with Stephen LaBerge's mild, and then listened to Niall's mild as well, and basically came up with my own amalgamation of them. Amalgamation, yeah, basically something like in between them. I still basically what I generally recommend is, I mean, if you do mild for 20 minutes before bed, if you can do mild during a wake back to bed or multiple wake back to beds, and then do mild when you wake up in the morning with your dreams that you just had, uh, then you're going to be you're going to just be a lot better off. I think doing mild in the morning is extremely underrated. No, underrated. Yeah, I think that people. Um, Quick's face, I love it. So doing mild in the morning is extremely underrated because I think that your dreams are still the most vivid and alive at that time, similar to the way they are in a wake back to bed, and you're actually like your waking self for the most part. Um, so you can actually really like drive that intention home a lot harder. You can connect those two ideas of I am dreaming and these are my dreams. uh, Starting a betting pool. I'm going to be quitting for at least a year. I will not be back for a year. Like if I come back before a year, then I'm gonna have some. You guys will know I have some major issues in my life. But I will be around, but I won't be actively trying. There is a chance that I'll like, and I just say this because it's me. There's a chance that like I might do like I might talk to my dream characters. I can do that without sleeping. I might visit World Universe because I can do that without sleeping. I might try more things like that. 4th of May, right? No way. Star Wars Day. I already got a party planned out and everything. You're gonna keep getting lucid dreams probably daily for a while. Yeah, most likely. I'm probably like I have chilled out my practice for the most part for a little while now. I'm gonna mild on accident. Yeah, Mizik says I'm gonna mild on accident. That's pretty funny. 3 months. How can you just quit lucid dreaming if you're Omni though? Isn't it just automatic lucid dreams? Nothing. Like Omni does not mean getting lucid without trying. And Omni, the lucid dreams that you get from being Omni specifically, I'd say are the most railed, unless you put intention for them to not be. So like for the most part, you're gonna like there's going to be some sort of intention in order to break through the fog of a dream. I would say no. Some people like red or people like that may be a little different than me, but this is how it's been for me. I mean, Hukif, he stopped, or he had like a bunch of stress in real life, and he wasn't able to Omni for a little while, and he's still trying to get it back. That's not because a lack of that's not because a lack of skill. That's not because he wasn't Omni. It's because Omni just means that you have the ability to be lucid in every dream. Um, and so, yeah, I'm going to keep dream journaling. No, I haven't been dream journaling for a long time. So, yeah, the way I dream journaled, like whenever I first started, I dream journaled about 6 months as hard as I possibly could, like just pages and pages every morning, 30 minutes at least a day. Then, whenever after those 6 months, I realized that my dream recall was higher than almost anybody that I saw. And so I slowed it down. I wrote the effective dream journal at the time. And then I started just writing down tags. And I realized that if I wrote down just tags, my dream recall would go down. Then I started writing down just a paragraph and my dream recall would go up. I would write a paragraph per every dream. And so every waking, I would write down either a paragraph or a tag, depending on how I felt. And over the years, I've gone back and forth between writing dreams full out. I've only ever done a full dream journal for those 6 months. And I think there was another 6 months somewhere in there. And then other than that, I've done the effective journal, which you guys have seen the video for. um, so let's see. Where are you at? Comments. I can see the comments here, but I can't see them on my computer. So give me a second for it to load because everything's super slow because I pay like $30 for internet. Imagine remembering dreams. I once did wake back to bed and recalled a dream. I did mild and imagined myself getting lucid and changing my dream. During that, I fell asleep and was in the changed dream, and I still didn't realize I was dreaming. Yes, that is definitely possible. Um, that is a thing that can happen. Yeah, there's what is it? Inside of the dream, there is a step that we just cannot teach you guys. And that is that you actually have to actively think this is a dream. I have had times where I would go straight from waking to sleeping, like never losing consciousness and still not be lucid. And I remember I did that like 5 times in a row one time. It was just like up and down and up and down and up and down. I was like, what the heck? Like, how can I know that 2 seconds ago I was laying in bed but also not know that this is a dream? Because you actually have to actively think that. And that's not a technique. It's just something you actually have to do. You have to go through the actual motion of doing that in a dream. How do you get better at recall if you almost can't even remember your dreams in general? I would say spend 30 minutes. Spend 30 minutes delving or thinking about your dreams, or like try to actually think about the dreams you do have instead of what you want your dreams to be like. If you really can't remember dreams, I would really recommend trying to wake up at different times and see when you're most likely to remember a dream. I remember whenever I was younger, when I was like 14, 15, I wasn't a lucid dreamer. I realized that if I slept in increments of 2 hours, that I would remember a dream. It was just something I noticed. And so I would like stay up super late. And then I'd be like, okay, I'm only getting 4 hours of sleep tonight. Oh, it's 4.5 hours. I'll wait 30 minutes. I would wait 30 minutes and I'd go to sleep and I would have a dream. So there's different things. It's going to be different for different people, but I recommend waking at different times. Try different wakings. Try different alarms to go throughout the night. Try sleeping in. If all else fails, then you can always try some sort of supplement. I don't recommend supplements, but I also never had terrible sleep. No, terrible dream recall. I always had at least 3 or 4 dreams a week, which is not great for a lucid dreamer, but it's great for a normal human. I would have said that I had them every night, but I just didn't remember the nights that I didn't have it. Here's the problem with this, though. I can make so many different types of sandwiches. Like, that's a problem. And plus, I always have Chick-fil-A sauce or sriracha. I mean, just those 2 things, that can keep me going for like a year. I don't know what an internet protocol is, you guys. I'm really sorry. I'm really dumb. Gonna become a chess GM in a year. No, I'm not focusing on chess. That's not one of my hobbies that I'm picking up. I used to. Naya says that she always wakes up throughout the night, every 1.5 to 3 hours. That's how I am now. I don't know if that's going to change. But pretty much as soon as I realized that people wake up many times throughout the night after REM and stuff like that, then as soon as I realized that, I was like, basically, oh, I can remember those wakings. And so I set intention to remember the wakings, and I did. And if I didn't, then I was too tired. And so I used to sleep like a log. Now I used to also sleep like 4 to 6 hours a night. So that definitely helped, sleeping like that. I always said that like the reason is because like my bed missed me so much because I didn't spend enough time in it. It just wouldn't let me leave. But then I switched to trying to sleep more at night. And my wife immediately, because she was gone for like 42 days, she came back because she was on studying abroad in Mexico, which for some reason in my mind, that's ironic because, it's lucid dreaming, which I always associate with Mexico for the obvious reasons. So my first lucid dream was about Mexico. Well, my first lucid dream, the dream that brought me back to lucid dreaming, was about Mexico. And then Laura went to Mexico And while she was gone to Mexico, I started sleeping at night. When she came back, she was very confused because she'd always considered me to be like average or below average intelligence, apparently, which is kind of funny. Just like average or below average intelligence, but also like good with people and good at math. And then when I started sleeping at night, she was like, "What the heck? Like you're at least not that I'm saying that I'm above average intelligence, but I'm at least average intelligence." I seemed a lot smarter, even though I don't seem extremely smart. It was still a lot smarter than I seemed before when I was sleeping 4 to 6 hours a night. Like I used to sleep so little that I would get offered drugs all the time or asked if I had drugs all the time because I looked strung out. I had long hair and my eyes were always red and like glossed over. It was a great time. Not that I'm saying you know, all druggies or all people that smoke pot are like that, but I looked like a type. I used to get pulled over to check and see if I had weed like most nights when I was driving home from my wife. I would tell my wife had a lucid dream. She's not into that kind of thing at all. She's never been interested in it. She's had some lucid dreams. She's done some cool stuff in them, but it's usually like one a year. And she'll usually like go flying around or summoning fun things, messing with the sky. Never anything like crazy. Um, who is Quick? Quick is Quid on here, but Sonic is pretty quick. Yeah, I really want to see the new Sonic movie with my kids. Like we watched the other one like so many times. They really like it. Usually we'll like get like actual um I can't remember what they're even called. The chili cheese conies or whatever that Sonic eats. Chili dogs. That's it. That's what he calls them, chili dogs. And we'll get those and eat them. So I'm planning on doing that with the kids as soon as we can get it for. I think it's available for buying right now. I'm not sure if I'm going to buy the second movie. We'll see. But yeah, fun movies. Long hair and always red eyes. That's just me right now. Right. I tried to get my hair cut the other day, and the haircut place did not call me back. Apparently, they must have like run out of time or something. I was pretty upset. So now I'm gonna have to go somewhere else because they annoyed me. I had a coupon and everything. Oh, yep. So, been live for about an hour. I've got some extra time. Knuckles was a weird combo of Zuko and Drax. Was hilarious. Nice. For me, like the canon version of Knuckles is always going to be. I don't know if you guys have seen Sonic Boom. But holy crap, like he is just absolutely stupid and like in every way. There's no like redeeming smart quality about him, and it's amazing. Salons are overbooked and understaffed lately. Yeah, they told me it was going to be 45 minutes, and so then it's very similar. Oh, that's so good. That makes me really happy, especially since it's got like Idris Elba's voice. So I like the idea of Idris Elba acting like the Sonic Boom guy. That's awesome. Uganda Knuckles is the canon Knuckles, right? Do you know the way? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it does suck that they're overbooked and understaffed. And I used to have like my own, like a girl I used to go to, but then it cost too much, and it was like on the other side of town, and you know, like it's just too much. So now I'm gonna have to rely on normal public haircutting, normal stuff. Oh, alrighty. Yep. I don't know. I'm surprised, probably as much as you guys, that this is the path that my life is taking. But I'm still pretty excited about what I'm doing. I think it'll be fun. I think I will bring news of the outside world to you guys. You pay 100 per cut. Laura pays about that as well. Like, but she's also been getting it dyed, not dyed, but like it's like blondish brown instead of just dark brown like her normal hair. So she has to get that highlighted every time or whatever it is. I don't know what it is. I know nothing about hair. I pay like 15, which ends up being like 25. So like that's about it. um so yeah, I definitely don't do the full on $100 haircut. But I also have never like walked away from a hair salon or a barber and been like, "Whoa, look at my hair, it's amazing." So maybe, um, So maybe it's my fault that I don't pay enough to have my hair look beautiful. $26 a cut. Do you guys have to tip or anything like that in there? Or is that like not common in Europe for hair cutting? Got to cut my hair for this new chapter in life. Yeah, I'm getting cut relatively soon. Oh, you don't tip at all in the UK? Yeah, I didn't tip in Japan, so it was super nice. I guess so. Like, I hate tipping. I don't like it as an institution, and I don't like doing it. But I have lived off of tips before, so you know, I can't not tip. It's what we're using, so I have to use it. Alrighty, I'm gonna jump off of here. Will I return to Lucid Dream after a year? I don't know. If I feel like I do now, then I won't. But if that changes, then we'll see. So I'll still be uploading videos. Right now I'm working on some fun videos. I'm working on a few different ones. I just cleaned out like this whole room. Not like cleaned out, but you can see this whole room. It was like completely filled with things. And now it's not. And I'm going to be hanging up this, and I'll be hanging up the green screen over there, and I'll be hanging up, I have a bunch of shelves and a bunch of figurines I'll be hanging up there. So then I'll have 4 different options for recording, which will be super fun, I think. So yeah, I will talk. Yeah, clean. Yeah, no, I'm going to be putting most of that stuff away, just kind of like in storage and behind the green screen. And then it's going to be, yeah, it's not like clean, but you should have seen it before. I had to like crawl over stuff to get back here, this is where I was recording before as well. Doing streams. Oh yeah, I should probably say that. I think I'm still going to be doing streams. Other than this one though, unless I can get some way to get a little bit better recording quality, I don't think I'm going to be uploading them. So I'll be doing streams. I'll have people jump on. I'll be jumping into other people's streams. Like I'll try to make time to be in some of Skyfalls and stuff like that. But I'm not going to be like, it's not going to be on Sensei Secrets channel. Like that channel is basically going to be reserved for my more like well-edited videos, things that hopefully look a lot better. Trying to make every video look better and better each time. So yeah. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Just end the broadcast. Just end it. You can do it.